say only one prayer for. See, when somebody very important dies, you get problem in the family, the important man dies. That man will unite the family because everybody would like to pay him respect the last time. So that is what we are doing today. I have one prayer for you. May the highest creator of all things. I said this prayer for him, that the 7 angels ever present in the presence of God should lead him to the highest holy creator. In the name of Angel Uriel, Angel Raphael, Angel Rafael, Angel Sarah, Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel, Angel Raymond, and Angel Fabian.
Can we put our hands together once again for Papa Oluwari? Thank you for taking us through that memory lane. At your age, some of us will still be reading poems like you. That's my prayer. All right, let's wrapping up. Just 3 more important things to do, and we all be on our way. Let's invite Madam Ifemaka from Champagne to give her own bonus message.
Everyone. So, as the president of the group of introverts, I didn't really want to come and say anything. However, I have stood here holding the phone and heard good tidings over and over, and I thought I should bring a different perspective. I never met him. Everybody else that came to speak did. I didn't meet him, but I met him. So, as a Nigerian living in France, I needed consular services. Of course, my heart was going thud, thud, thud. Because anywhere you go, they say, oh, if you need to go to the Nigerian embassy, they will show you. And I do this thing where I say to myself, you are going to have a good time. I psych myself. And I did that and I got here. The only thing I would say that I didn't like was that we were left outside until 10, or we were told beforehand. From the reception at the door, it wasn't necessarily warm, but it was courteous and it was professional. I come in, the lady that is to take my bag, courteous, professional. I go in, I sit down, the man that attends to me, courteous, professional. Unlike before. But I will say this, all my years, I had always heard, don't go to the Nigerian embassy. So, having gone through that, and I'm not a troublesome person, so for me this was just such a joyful event also. I take joy in little things. So that is why I said, I never met him, but I met him. Because this was next. And I know that leadership cascades. It goes from the top all the way down. I also like something here, and I'd like to point it out to us in case we didn't notice it. We're all Nigerians and we all know the pressures and the difficulties and little frictions that come with being Nigerian. But yet we have all come up here to speak very highly of this person. And I hope that we all go away trying to be a bit more like this person. So that when people like me come to you, you say, you know, you don't treat me like, you don't give me the Nigerian experience. You give me the Nigerian experience. Thank you very
much. So while we're going on with the analogy, a very distinguished guest dropped in and joined us online virtually. We have joined us from, not able to Nigeria right now, but we have His Excellency the Governor of Kwara State, our late ambassador's states, Governor Berza, who is currently online. I'm not sure if the Excellency would like to say a brief remarks. That's his governor, and that's our ambassador's governor. So, if His Excellency would like to give a brief remarks, please let us know. Your Excellency, go ahead, sir. I can hear you.
You have to unmute the man. His mic from his unmuted.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Hello?
Your Excellency, we can hear you, sir. Apologies for that technical glitch, and if we're able to get him. I also want to confirm that on this call we also have the daughters of our dear late ambassador. Aisha Laro is in the call, Ms. Aisha Laro, and also Madam Alima Laro. In the next few minutes, we're going to see a collage, and before we invite Madam Oti to also give, let's have the collage that was done by Funai. It's such a collage that sort of summarizes our late ambassador's achievements here in France and his engagements. His biography before I call Madam Oti, and then we're having His Excellency bring this to a close. Mr. Kaidu Laro was a Nigerian diplomat. He had a BA degree in geography from Ahmadu Bello University in 1980 and an MA in economic development and planning from the United Nations Institute for Economic Development, UDEP, Dakar, Senegal in 1997. His training at IDEP exposed him to developmental challenges, developing African countries and strategies to address these challenges. Ambassador Laro attended Course 17, 2008 and 2009, the highest tri-service military training institution in Nigeria, the National Defense College, and was appointed Fellow of the Defense College, FDC. During his career in the Nigerian foreign policy, spanning 35 illustrious years as a Nigerian diplomat from December 1983 to December 2018, he acquired skills in multilateral diplomacy, attributed to his deployment to the Nigerian missions to the United Nations in New York and Geneva. This deployment enhanced his skills as a negotiator and offered him insights into deploying diplomatic relations in the advancement and promotion of peace, security, and development worldwide. Ambassador Laro had profound grasp of geopolitical intricacies, exemplified in his wealth of skills and experience in multilateral diplomacy. His service in various capacities at home and abroad exposed him immensely to profound global affairs. On retirement from the Foreign Service, Ambassador Laro joined an Abuja-based think tank, Savannah Center for Diplomacy, Democracy and Development, as senior analyst. By virtue of his skills and competencies in foreign services, former President Muhammadu Buhari appointed him as an ambassador in July 2020 and assigned him to France. He arrived in France on 15th of May 2021. During his stint at the Nigerian Embassy in Paris, Ambassador Laro led various engagements that strengthened the France-Nigeria bilateral relations along the lines of socio-economic development. He was committed to diplomacy and demonstrated his multilateral skills in fostering beneficial diplomatic ties between Nigeria and France in the course of his tenure. An astute diplomat, a leader par excellence, he practiced an open-door policy which allowed for many transformational changes at the embassy of Nigeria in Paris. He made structural changes to the services and approach of the service delivery at the embassy. He supported innovative initiatives of different diaspora members, as well as Nigerians at home who needed to leverage to kickstart off their ventures in France. In order to engage the diaspora and ease their bottlenecks, he traveled widely across France, taking consular and passport services beyond Paris to cities such as Strasbourg, Nice, Cannes, and Toulouse. Beside passport intervention services, he participated in various engagements organized by the ordinary Nigerian in France. Nigerians in Grenoble, Marseille, and Le Havre equally had the rare privilege to have him in their midst. At these outings, he gave a listening ear to suggestions and provided concrete feedback. His last engagement was a successful hosting of the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GTFR, during the President's official trip out of Nigeria as President and at the Summit for New Global Financing Pact in Paris in June 2023. Ambassador Laro's interests include environmental issues, development, security, and global affairs. Let's make welcome Madam Oti, who would give a final tribute to His Excellency, and then we'll invite the Chef d'Affaires to bring this to a close.
Thank you very much, Yomi. I'd like to appreciate you for your patience, being here patiently. This is a demonstration of the love that we all have for our beloved ambassador. I'm going to read this tribute from Fonef. When I heard of the demise, the passing on of Ambassador Laro, I was far away in the United States. I was on vacation. And when the news broke, I was eating, and I quickly just dropped what I was, my our ambassador in France. He just couldn't believe it. How can you? What have you got to do with an ambassador? So, an ambassador to your ambassador to France died. So what has that got to do with you? I said, look, it is more than that. So on that note, we put Phonhive got together and we wrote something. Please be patient with us. We said, you have it in your on the program there. The Nigerian diaspora community in France mourns Ambassador Kayode Laro Phonhive. That was then. But today we are celebrating. We're no longer mourning, as I said earlier on. The Federation of Nigerian Associations in France, Phonhive, an umbrella body which assembles Nigerian regional associations in France under one cover, and the entire Nigerian diaspora community in France mourns our beloved and an amiable ambassador, His Excellency Kayode Laro, the Nigerian ambassador to France and the Principauté of Monaco. Ambassador Laro was a quintessential and an astute diplomat to the core, a professional par excellence. His open-door policies, which allowed for transformational changes at the embassy, Paris, brought great relief to Nigerians in France. In his stints in France, Ambassador Laro positive and effective changes to consular services gave immense program and values to Nigerians. His sense of service delivery at the embassy was very professional. Yes, his exemplary and exemplary leadership did not only lead to improve and hitch-free consular services, but it equally sought to change in the reception. This is very important to Phonhive. In the reception of Nigerians and improved treatment of Nigerians at the embassy. It may interest you to know that all through the testimonies from leaders of associations represented in Phonhive, we have emphasized the treatment of Nigerians. Hitherto, it was different. We got that testimony from Madame Kobe this morning. So please, we're sorry that we keep hammering, we're emphasizing and we're stressing this because it is very, very important to us and of course to Ambassador Kayode Laro. Additionally, the hitherto bottlenecks associated with passport procurement, especially as it concerns taking appointments for capturing biodata, became a thing of the past with the leadership of Ambassador Kayode Laro. In his wisdom and an endless passion for quality and professional service delivery, driven by his love and care for Nigerians, Ambassador Laro saw the necessity to take an aspect of consular services to the doorsteps of Nigerians. In collaboration with the staff of the embassy, whom he humbly and professionally referred to as colleagues, carried out passport interventions in various cities. He ensured that the mobile passports enrolling machine was moved from city to city for biodata capturing with a view to procuring the Nigerian international passports. This singular act, which was highly appreciated by the Nigerian community, went a long way to easing the Nigerian international passport procuring process. It equally helped to mitigate the burden of those living outside Paris who would have
not only had to travel to Paris, pay exorbitant transport fares and hotel bills, they also take time off work and lose their pay for that period. We know that many of us here do menial jobs, do hourly paid jobs. So the time you took off to come to Paris to procure your passport, you don't get paid on that day. But all of this, Ambassador thought about it and decided to go to the doorsteps of Nigerians and ensure that they don't come with their families, with their children, all the way to Paris. And of course, I'm sure it loses burdens of, you having people at the crowded at the reception there with kids crying and all that stuff. So with his positive as a considerate and good listener, he was swift in responding to the call to duty. Ambassador Laro responded promptly to every email, messages. Of course, there are testimonies here without having to repeat what others have said. He paid rapt attention to Nigerians who approached him for services. He cared for the welfare of Nigerians in France. The Nigerian diaspora in France will miss him. It is our hope and prayer that the late ambassador's applaudable legacies shall not only be maintained, but also built upon by the incoming ambassador and the entire staff of the Embassy of Nigeria in France. And of course, it will continue to enjoy good and professional services, hopefully. Our condolences go to the immediate and extended families of the late ambassador, the entire staff of the Embassy of Nigeria in Paris, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the good people and government of Kwara State of Nigeria. May Almighty God, Almighty Allah, in His infinite mercies, grant him eternal rest. Amen. Amen. Rest in peace, Kayode Laro. Adieu, the people's ambassador. Au revoir, notre cher peuple. Oui, ambassadeur du peuple. Merci beaucoup.
Can we once again put our hands together? Just so we know, behind all of these gatherings today, she made this happen with the support of also the embassy. So once again, we can celebrate her and say thank you. And that's the spirit. It's not about diaspora organization or ethnic groups. This is the spirit we have not left, that we can all gather and keep living his legacy. Someone was asking, I think before we bring this to a close, and I invite His Excellency, that he has left a big shoe, and it will take another road to fill it. But I think bold to say that he didn't leave a big shoe, he left who were worth wearing the shoes at the embassy. And I'm saying that because right from the top down, as you have seen, it's spirit of excellence in the embassy right now. Just throughout this week, I'm privileged to know because I've had a very good working relationship with the Charge d'Affaires and also Ambassador Ibrahim Nayaya and also His Excellency and also the Head of Chancery. And throughout this week, from Monday to Friday, many might not know, but our current Charge d'Affaires has been on his toes, attending different engagements from Monday to Friday. Yesterday we were at an event together, the day before he was everywhere. And that's what Ambassador Laro would have done himself too. And again, every time I come to the embassy, I see their eyes are red. Not because they are drinking. And I ask, Ambassador Naya, when last have you slept? This is from here, I'm going from that meeting. Sometimes on public holidays and weekends, even though Nigerian government officials deserve a public holiday in France, there are a lot of public holidays. I'm not saying this because they are here. I'm saying this because I asked them, how come you don't sleep? And how come I'm able to do this? So I have no doubt that the work continues because he has a team that he's able to work together with. and they still all display the same spirit of excellence, dedication, and resilience. And so Nigerians in diaspora, especially the ones in France, we are in the right hands. He didn't leave us as orphans. I think we'll say that. He left us in the hands of capable hands. And I have no doubt that they will take the great work that we have started and they will take it to the next level. To close at Beijing, and it says K. I cannot say K, he's the one that said K. He's my own ambassador. So I'm quoting Ambassador Benedict. K, as we mourn your premature passage, I cannot but reflect on the fact that you were not only a confidant, but you gave your all to seek solutions when people close to you were in any difficult situation. Kayode was a devout Muslim without any trace of bigotry, who loved easily and was loved by all he came in contact with. He had a listening ear for everyone, while quietly minding his business at the same time. Our most sincere condolences to Edie, his wife, and the family he has left behind, especially at this time of grief. Is that the end?
Yes.
Okay, yes. And then may your soul find rest and peace with God. Ambassador Benny Adejina. Thank you very much, sir, for that condolence message. Really thoughtful of you. Do we have any other one? Ayola Aremo Cole. I'm sorry if you're your excellency too. So, since K was and is an exemplary human being, one of his kind, he's been missed, but God knows best. Ayola Aremo Cole, Oklahoma, United States. Thank you very much, Mr. Aremo. Can you scroll up? I think we had from Tokumbo Akonde, LIRS. I didn't know or met Ambassador Laro, but before you start wondering what I'm doing on this forum, I knew Kayode Laro. He was a teacher at GSS Share in Kwara State when I served as a corper from October 1981 to July 1982. We were together for about 4 months before he left to join the Foreign Service January and February 1982 to fulfill his self-declared passion aside from his desire to acquire a BW Pasta TS. Volkswagen. Thank you. Surprisingly, our paths never crossed again to this transition. I'm not sure if he eventually bought a Passat, but I take solace in the fact that he rose to the pinnacle of his chosen career and based on testimonies remained a good person and professional that I was opportune to call a friend in the early 80s. May Allah grant his soul, Al Jannah, Fedos, and continue to be with his entire family. Amen. Please accept my condolences, Mr. Tokumbo Akonde. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. If we can have Dr. Ilias tributes. I saw it, people. Yes, yes. We have greetings to you all. I'm unable to be with you physically, but I am with you online and in spirit. This is a well-deserved tribute to His Excellency, Ambassador Kayode Laro, rest in peace. We'll keep praying for his soul, Professor Emmanuel Iga. Thank you very much, sir. And then we have, I think I saw Madam Alima Laro make a comment. Oh, okay, that's fine. All right. Without further ado, can we make welcome His Excellency, Chef d'Affaires, Ambassador Tunde Mustafa, to give his final remarks and to bring this to a close.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the staff of the Embassy of Nigeria and France, let me apologize to you for the condition of the hall. We didn't know that the way your French weather behaves. It was very cold in the morning and now it's a little bit of very sorry about that. And let me also appreciate you for being very patient and going along with us advancement. Then let me make a shout out to people who join us online. There are so many of them. Many of them are professional senior colleagues, Ambassador Adejile, Ambassador Maikman, and then the governor of Kwara State, the families of Ambassador Laro. We thank you very much. Can we please appreciate all of them? That you won't have the opportunity to take a shot at a rampaging elephant. It's not always easy to get leaders of Nigerian communities together in one hall. So I want to use this opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. Let's have just a brief kind of town hall meeting, community meeting between the embassy and leaders of the Nigerian community. And I want to use that one to pass one very important message to us. The federal government of Nigeria have decided that Paris Embassy will be the production center for passports. Embassies from Italy, from Germany, from Spain, all those around will be coming to Paris to print their passport from next year. But it's not all joyful news. Yes. It's not all joyful because the government is introducing what they call enhanced passports, different from the one we are currently using. They've done it in the US, they've done it in UK, and now they are coming to Europe to do it. Enhanced passport means two things. Number one, you cannot do passport without name. Without name. NIN. NIN. National Identity Number. So when, anytime, probably beginning of next year, we are starting the enhanced passport, if you are coming, you must come with your name number, NIN number. That's number one. Number two, the way the new passport is designed is that if you don't have appointments on the system, nobody can assist if you don't have appointment, because the system will not bring out your data for that thing. It's only one person that can say, okay, flexibility, and that is the chief of immigration in Abuja. So it's very, very important that if you are coming for passports, you must come on the day of your appointment. Those are the two strategies that will change in the way we do passport intimation. The other thing is that after capturing, usually for emergency cases, nowadays, after capturing, you can take your passport within 24 hours. If it's really emergency, you can do capturing and take your passport. But now, after capturing, all the data will be uploaded to the immigration of headquarters, and it will give approval. Approval can take 2 days, can take 3 days. But what is very certain is that the passport has more security features that will make sure that the international community actually says, yes, this is a standard Nigerian passport that you can take anywhere. I don't want to use this opportunity to pass this message to to us so that we can also pass it to the other people when we reach our place. Another thing we want to do in the embassy here is to enhance communication with Nigerian diaspora in Paris. And likewise, we are planning to have a WhatsApp group to be managed by our consular division together with CONAD. It will be open. That's why we said we pass people around to allow us to post down our telephone WhatsApp number. If you have not done so, please do so before we leave this hall. The WhatsApp group will start operating as from next week. And the sole idea is communication, information. We will need something for the embassy, we want to be inquiries. Of course, we have our phone number, we have our website, but we also feel that WhatsApp sometimes is quicker to get direct and immediate answer. In fact, if you ask a question, it's possible that it is the chair of the FONAD or the secretary that will have the answer even before the consular officer will respond. That way, we get information across quickly to everybody. Once again, I want to thank the chair of FONAD, members of the executive, and the great ambassadors of Nigeria, because all of us, we are ambassadors of Nigeria in our own cities. Everywhere we are, they recognize us as Nigerians. We are all Nigerian ambassadors. So, great Nigerian ambassadors. Great. I salute all of you. Thank you very
much. If you can hear me, Madam Aidularo, if you'd like to speak, please.
That's Mrs. Laro.
Yes.
She's speaking loud. She's talking.
You want to use my phone? Hold on. Wait, let me
She's speaking.
If you can just hold on, just give us like 1 minute to try and sort out this technical issue so everybody can hear you, ma'am. All right, please, ma'am, go ahead. Please speak up, ma'am. You can unmute yourself, ma'am. Oh. Please, let's take that. Yes. Madam Aisha Laro, would you be able to? Please take your time, ma'am. Once you're ready, we're ready, ma'am.
Yeah, it's already.
Maybe you should do this.
There's already. The doctor.
prestigious.
Remove the spotlight from her so that nobody else this can get home.
Ms. Aisha, are you able to speak?
Yeah, nothing. Good. Okay. Yes, they've disconnected. So listen.
Tunjilaro, can you unmute yourself if you'd like to say something brief? Mr. Tunjilaro. Mr. Tunjilaro, please, if you'd like to say something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure each and every one of us has lost somebody, and it's really difficult for Madam. Yes. Yes, ma'am. We're here.
Thank you, Mommy. Shanta has been able to give the vote of thanks. Mr. Tunjilaro, can you try to for me or Mr. Tunjilaro?
Yes.
Mr. Sunjo will speak in a minute. All right, sir. Everybody can hear you. Go ahead, Mr. Sunjo. Thank you very much, Mr. Sunjo. Thank you, sir. Okay, I think. Is there anything else?
No.
All right, I think it's a place to bring this to a close. The family has expressed their appreciation, and we keep putting them in prayers. I would like to invite Ambassador Maya to please round us up in prayers as we bring this to a close final. Thank you, sir.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. May the soul of great Ambassador Baru rest in peace.